Every day in the life of a journalist or an on-air personality is different. Every program is definitely different. The events and stories of people are differently told in different ways. Welcome to my podcast. I am Chioma Victor, also known as Oma Sweetheart on radio and TV. Here, it is Oma Diary 360, where we take you on a journey. Stories, events that shape people's lives will be told here. Come with me, come. Let's get inside and stick together. Welcome. Hi, welcome to my podcast. I am Chioma Victor, also known as Oma Sweetheart on radio and TV. So, today it's really going to be an amazing conversation and discussion. Of course, if you live in Nigeria or you're a Nigerian and you're living in any part of the world, you will know that this is a very interesting year. The year 2023 is a very interesting year in the life of Nigeria as a nation. What makes it very interesting? Because for the very first time, election will be coming. Election is not new in Nigeria, actually. We've had several elections over and over again, but this particular year, it's something different because we already have contenders from different political parties. All right, we have Peter Obi from Labour Party, we have Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu from APC, we also have Atiku Abubakar from PDP. These are the three top contenders. Of course, there are other candidates from different parties, but these are the three contenders. And election, choosing a president, a House of Assembly members, it's very important. It is a civic responsibility of everybody. Whether you're a man, you're a woman, it does not matter your gender. Whether you're a person living with disabilities, whether you're pregnant, once you're 18 years and above, it is your civic responsibility to cast your vote, to vote and be voted for, according to the Nigerian Constitution. So, it's just a few weeks to the election. This is February 2023. Few weeks to the election. The presidential election will be holding on the 25th day of February 2023. And of course, building up to this election, it's a banters here and there. The political parties, they are going for rallies here and there. They are throwing words at each other here and there. Now the question is, how many of these candidates, how many of these political parties are discussing issues? How many of them are telling us what that needs to be done? Of course, if you're a Nigerian and you live in Nigeria, you would know the challenges that lots of Nigerians are facing at the moment. Let me just point them out. The few challenges that Nigerians are facing at the moment. Number one, fuel scarcity. Scarcity of fuel. Before now, premium motor spirit, that is fuel, used to sell at 167 naira per litre. But as I'm talking to you right now, fuel sells as high as 500 naira per litre, 600 naira per litre. Of course, I live in Onitsha, Anambra State of Nigeria. Fuel sells here. Some filling stations, you go to them, they sell at 400 naira, some sell at 450, some sell at 500, some sell at 550, 600 naira. And people are buying. And with this fuel scarcity, it affects everything. Because in the market right now, everything has multiplied. When I mean multiplied, what you bought things last week is not what you're going to buy this week. Things add on a daily basis. And who suffers the most? The ordinary average Nigerian. That's the person suffering the most. Number two, the currency swap. There is shortage of naira right now. People buying naira from POS agents and even black markets. Yes, Before now, we used to have people who sell the foreign currencies, that's the dollar, the pounds, the euro, the black market. Right now, as I speak to you, Naira is being sold at the black market. Why? Scarcity of the Naira notes. People find it difficult to access the Naira notes. And with the current CBN policies here and there, it is affecting the masses. It's affecting the ordinary Nigerians on a daily basis. Whenever you go to any ATM, you find queues of people. People actually sleep over at the ATM centers. I might talk about the banking halls. Of course, if you've been monitoring what's been happening in Nigeria, you'll notice that there was a current video that trended of a man that collapsed in the banking hall. He collapsed and he died. Now another question is, what happens to him? What happens to his family? If he's married and he has children, what happens to his kids? Now, these are ordinary Nigerians that are suffering. The currency swap seems to be the highest. And of course, the CBN, they gave a deadline of 10th of February and they gave a grace period of another 7 days. That means automatically by 17th of February, it's expected that the old Naira will no longer be a legal tender. All right. But the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, he has said that even after 17th of February, that if you want to change your old Naira, you now have to come to any CBN headquarters. Their offices located at different parts of the country. Another question is how easy it is. How easy will it be when you go all the way to CBN to change your money? And to top it up, the new currency is scarce, very scarce. Let me shock you, even though this is no longer new knowledge, it's an old knowledge right now. Do you know that when you want to get the new currency from POS agents, that's point of sales agents, I tried. Personally, I want to get new currency and I was told that if I want 5,000 Naira, that I'll have to pay 1,500. And if I want 10,000 Naira, I'll have to pay 3,000 Naira. And I'm wondering, I'll have to pay you 3,000 Naira to access my own money I worked for. Come on, give me a break. Come on, give me a break. Apart from all these challenges that Nigerians are facing, are we to talk about the hate speech, the fake news flying here and there? Even with this new currency, you hear of hate speech, you hear of fake news here and there, all over the places. Now, we all know that the fight against hate speech, it's not new. It's been there over and over again. Okay? The Nigerian government in 2019, through the National Assembly, demonstrated its intolerance for hate speech. They actually attempted to introduce a bill with very, very harsh penalties against anyone found guilty of hate speech, especially when it leads to the death of citizens. Do you know that hate speech is capable of causing war in a nation? Do you know that? Meanwhile, what is hate speech? Derogatory sentences, derogatory languages, saying things that will hurt people emotionally, saying things that will bring physical hurt to people. Hate speech, fake news, and sometimes the peddlers of this fake news, hate speech, they do it with an intention to cause war. They do it with an intention to cause fear. Of course, I went into the streets and I asked a lot of people questions on what they think about hate speech and fake news. And I believe they had a lot of things to say. I learned from what they said. I believe you will learn from it as well. Now, let's take a listen.
What is fake news? Fake news is fake. What is not real? Whatever that is not real means that it can destroy you. Means that it's not verified. Before you do anything or you listen to whatever it is, before you take in whatever information, please verify it from the right source. Fake news can kill, fake news can destroy, fake news can stop you from going forward. Fake news can destroy you. Fake news can even destroy your friends, can even destroy your business. They would spread fake news and tell you do not go at this and that, and that. Even concerning the election, those things are fake. Verify every information you receive from the right source before you do anything, because when you do the right thing, you will enjoy the right things. Thank you.
Okay. Hate speech is when you say something derogatory, to someone about his personality or about his tribe or about his ethnicity or about religion. When I mean something derogatory, something bad, something that can hurt someone's feelings, and emotions, and it's something that is not good, in our society, especially considering the forthcoming elections. I know there are banters, I know there are political parties that try to pull other political parties down using some form of, propaganda and all that. But let's try as much as we can not to bring in hate speech, something that will, that will affect someone's emotion and then trigger the person to, be violent or something like that. So I'm appealing to everyone to try as much as we can to avoid hate speech, especially this election period. It can be volatile, and we don't want to experience any form of violence on this session. God bless us all.
Hate speech, hate. From that, the word hate, it shows that you hate that person, you dislike that person. Then you can combine with hate speech. It is out of the abundance of heart, man speaketh. When your heart is full of hatred, what comes from your mouth is hate speech. You talk things that is not existing. You might say that I don't like this person because of this. You have not even come in contact with that person. You have started saying that I don't like this person because of this. It is because of that hatred in your heart that causes you to speak thus or to speak that way. So hate speech can cause riots. Hate speech in the society can cause division. It can cause someone to murder someone. It can cause a husband to kill a wife. There is a lot of things hate speech cause. As I said before, that's out of the abundance of heart, because the hatred has dwelled so much in the heart of that person. That person ushers out from his or her heart hatred to the society. It doesn't talk about peace, doesn't talk about love.
Hate speech more or less means escalating words, using words that are detrimental, maybe tribal or religious differentiations. So what I mean by this is this: when you're talking about politics, talk politics in terms of competence. Whether the person is competent to rule, whether he has a good character, not a relation that is Igbo, is Hausa or is Fulani, that is hate speech. Or talking about that is a Christian or a Muslim or is an infidel, as I saw in one of the social media by one man talking about they wouldn't want an infidel to rule them. Who is an infidel? We are all worship the same God. So what I'm saying in effect is this: let's stop hate speech. Let's concentrate on the character. Let's concentrate on the competence. Let's concentrate on the knowledge, whether the person who is vying for that position has the knowledge, the capacity, the capability to rule Nigeria.
And what are the bad effects of hate speech?
Bad effects of hate speech is it might turn this country into another war zone. People that are fighting now because these things start from small things. Let's concentrate on who is competent. Let's concentrate on who has good character.
Fake news. Well, there are several sides and bad effects to fake news. One, fake news can mislead people. Fake news can lead to death. Is as bad as that. Because if you give someone false information that is not true, it can lead to someone committing suicide. It can lead to someone taking a drastic decision that would alter a lot of things. Fake news in the society, for instance, let me use the upcoming election as an instance. If you put out an information about a particular candidate that is not true, what you don't know is how far that information is going to travel. If you're in a bus and you say something that you know is not true, you don't know the several individuals that are in that bus, and as you've said it, we take, people that carry out fake news most times, they have this convincing power when they talk. Convincing will not really necessarily meaning that what they are saying is true, but just because they know how to communicate and they are able to convince people when they talk. So when they talk, most times they sound true, but you need to verify those information to be sure that what they are saying is true. That something sounds true doesn't mean it's true. It's very true. That something sounds close to truth doesn't mean it's truth. So you need to verify. So like I was saying, if said in a bus, you don't know the number of people that are there, and then how far those people, how far they can travel, or how far, wherever they are journeying to once the bus stop. This is how they are going to carry this information to different destinations, and as it gets to destination, those also carry the information. So the news spread. In fact, fake news spreads like wildfire. You notice there's this adage in Igbo language that always say that when someone dies, the news spreads faster than when something good happens. That's how bad fake news is. If it's something good, it won't travel that far. You hardly will hear it. Because people now want to be cultural. Is it true? But the fake news, nobody cares to confirm. That's how bad fake news is. So in this upcoming election, there's no need carrying out fake news. There's no need saying what is not true about a particular candidate. You may not like the candidate, but there's no need saying what is not true about the candidate. Your opinion is to yourself. And to yourself alone. Your own view is to yourself and to yourself alone. So in this upcoming election, stay true, say what is true about every candidate, and also for us to see to it that it is also a free and fair election. Thank you very much. Stay clear from fake news. Fake news is not good. Remember what I said? It could lead to death. It could lead to misinformation. It could lead to misleading someone from taking a very bad decision, all because you put out fake news there.
My own perspective on fake news is that fake news is any news that you can't trace the source, any news that is not verifiable. Fake news is mere rumors. Anyone can bring up a fake news that will destroy lives, that will discourage people, that will put fear, instigate fear in the hearts and lives of not only individual but a nation or a city. So fake news is what we have to use all our strength to fight, because when you don't fight fake news, it brings fear. It can even bring turmoil in nation, that everybody will be scared of going out or doing what they are supposed to do, even running their daily life, because they have been informed that either there is danger or death or anything that can be harmful to human. So fake news is any news that is not from a reliable person. So my advice today is, when you hear anything, ask the person who told you, how did you hear about this? Where did you get the information from? As far as the news cannot be traced to a reliable source, not just a reliable source, but an authorized source who is in a place or position to give out such information, is a fake news. Thank you.
Fake news is fake news, and it's news that is not real, that is not verified. And fake news can destroy a home, it can destroy a nation, it can destroy families, it can destroy friends. So verify any news you hear. Don't hear my friend tell me say this one say, and when you ask the friend, are you sure, the friend will say it's somebody that said. Verify every news. Thank you.
Make you talk my pain away. Talk, talk.
Wow, amazing. That was an eye-opener. Hate speech, fake news, these are twin vices, and they have the potentials of causing death. It's as bad as that. They cause a lot of damages to the society, even to individuals and to people as well. Now, as we all, as Nigerians, warm up. Yeah, we are warming up. As we all get ready to go to the polls and cast our votes, it's very important. We all have our preferred candidates. You have your preferred candidates. I have my own preferred candidates. Why don't we vote for candidates that we believe in will make Nigeria a better place. I'm also a Nigerian and I want Nigeria to be a better place. We are all Nigerians. Let's make this country a better place. Clarify information, verify information, find out the sources of these information, and don't help to spread these fake news and hate speeches. Don't spread it. We are all one and we all live in this country. All right, thank you so much for joining me on this podcast as we go into this series of election and electioneering. I look forward to seeing you again on the next episode.